through fiesta. Two girls who make content the best kind you'd find. Fiesta at the drive-thru. Beep, beep, hop in the back. Let's go for a ride. Let's go to the Bell. Drive through Fiesta. The best jokes for me and you.
Oh my God, she knocked her.
We're back! It's our final episode. Ignore that. I hope you liked that music video.
Yes.
Special credits to Riley, our vocalist.
Yes, thank you.
we
You
have
did an amazing job.
Yes, we have a great show for you today.
Yes.
We'll be playing some charades. It's our final show,
Oh,
but we have
So
a special
sad.
guest.
we do have a special guest. Welcome back, special guest.
Do we remember?
So sorry about your water bottle.
water bottle.
Love you guys either way.
It's like a hydro flask?
No, I'm poor. It's from Walmart. I can't afford that. What do you think I am?
It's a cute water bottle though.
Thank you. I
It
appreciate
doesn't track your water though, like some people's water bottles.
Wait, what?
Oh, mine's in my car.
Yeah,
What do you
those water
mean?
bottles
Well,
where like
it has
goes
the time,
down with
and
how
then it
much.
has like sayings on them. They're like pretty normal, except one says "quench." Period. Every single other one has an exclamation point, except it's like 1 p.m. quench. Period. And then it's 3 p.m. thirsty with like three Y's. It's like like the difference of like hey with 2 Y's and then hey with 3 Y's.
So what are you, like a
So
gym
she's
bro?
thirsty with 3.
You're a gym bro with your like fancy water bottle?
Okay, I see men walking around campus with the milk jugs, and I'm like,
Wait, like the plastic like water jugs? Yeah, my friend does that. He's
that's-
an embarrassment.
that's terrible.
Well, they're starting to work out early, with the heavy water.
I saw
So
someone
they gotta
today
switch arms as they're
in
walking.
the library
Yeah.
with like a milk jug just right next to them, and I was like,
Every time you say milk jug, though, I'm just imagining them like having a thing of milk,
Yeah.
and that is pretty.
what?
It just got on the table.
I'm so sorry.
Little K cups. It's
So,
not blast.
how have you guys been?
We've been trucking,
great.
trucking along.
It's finals week. How's your finals week going?
It's been boring. I have one final, and it's tomorrow at 8 a.m., and it's for corporate finance. So I've had nothing to do, and I can't pack yet until my dad gets here with all the bins and suitcases. So
What's involved on that final on a
corporate
finance?
finance?
Yeah,
It's-
what's a corporate
It's
financing?
Excel.
final like?
Corporate?
It's Excel, some math, some equations.
Oof.
Yeah.
Do you get a calculator?
No, it's Excel.
Aw.
Excel does it for you.
Wait,
Oh, okay. I've never used that.
do you excel at it?
Kinda. Actually, I have a 98 in the class.
Oh, slay! Look at you go.
Slay Greg, love you. Is that
Shout
weird?
out!
Shout
Shout out
out.
to Greg.
Greg!
No, he's honestly a great professor. I recommend him. He's like the sweetest guy in the world.
Sorry, I don't want to take any business classes. Thank you though.
No, I'm not even gonna
or
lie. He will
financing.
actually teach it to you. He will go over it a million times.
I wouldn't listen.
Sorry, I'm just like advertising for his class. Like, I actually kind of love it.
I took one marketing class sophomore year.
I'm a marketing major. I'm
Yeah,
so sorry for that.
I took marketing
250
principles.
Yeah. Who'd you take it with?
Not Greg.
hopefully this is correct. Vance
Mariner.
Yeah.
Probably not one.
It's definitely not one. No, I liked him. He was nice. It's just like, it was during COVID, and it was in the Sheldon ballroom, and we were like 6 feet away from each
The
other.
Sheldon ballroom classes. Yes, all the
Do
business
those still
classes.
go on? Are that still a thing?
No.
I thought it was just a COVID
No,
thing.
it was a COVID thing. The Sheldon ballroom classes were elite. Honestly, they were crazy, so unorganized. The professors were shouting with masks on, with like the glass like thing.
That was like a fever
Nothing
dream.
got done. It was great. It was a fever dream.
I sat in like the second row in this tiny little desk. And I was like scrunched.
Just imagine a huge ballroom and every seat's like and desk is social distance away from each other. The professor's like 30 feet away from you. You can't hear what's going on.
Yeah.
The professor has a mask on. You have no idea what's going on. You're just like,
I already
And
can't see or hear,
it was
so
3
I
hours.
would've been out of
It was 3 hours, 6 to 9.
Ew.
yeah,
And I was miserable some Mondays.
terrible.
And I lived in Cayuga. I always
You had to walk.
Like
At
yeah,
night.
you were
I had
getting your
a
steps
hike.
in.
I had a hike to do.
It was COVID, so you were trapped inside a lot.
Sometimes I
so
took the
you got
bus,
your
but the
steps
bus
in.
driver did not like me at all.
Was it the
hated me.
same bus driver that liked to like completely
No,
look
that
at the
was-
lake when he's driving?
No, that's a
No, but that's
different
me when I
corporation.
drive.
Somebody, when we were filming our music video.
Literally, he's in the car driving. Turns his entire body. I'm like, look
driving-
at the road. Like that. I'm like,
Ignore us frolicking in the field, all right?
and also someone screamed at us.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. And then we got ice cream afterwards, and this kid was in lineup.
From Bev's?
Of course.
Yeah, that's why we were right next to it.
Yes. I got Bev's the other day, and it hurt my tummy, but it was really good.
What'd
So it
you
was
get?
worth it. I got 1 scoop of brownie batter ice cream and 1 scoop of chocolate peanut butter with cookie dough pieces on top.
Oh, any whipped cream?
No.
Oh, we always get whipped cream. I love the whipped cream there.
They
No.
just always ask for whipped cream, but also why do they charge $1?
They do?
For whipped cream?
They charge
Yeah,
for
it's
whipped
99
cream?
cents to get whipped cream. I'm like,
I
I
thought
will
it was
go to the store and buy
complimentary.
a tub of whipped cream for
They've
like
never
$1.
asked me once if I wanted whipped cream, and I would never pay extra for whipped
Well,
cream.
they know it's drive-through Fiesta, so they're like, drive-through Fiesta.
We gotta
wants
charge
whipped
them.
cream.
Oh my god. Our little men are back.
Oh,
Can I have
yes.
one?
Yeah.
Yes, have your pick.
Oh, I feel like this is wrong.
Okay, don't have your pick. Just have all of them.
Just take them all. I don't want to discriminate against my little shirtless men. Love
never
them all-
do.
With their
I
pink
love them all
pants.
equally.
With their pink pants.
I
happened
want
to
a
this
pair of
one?
pink pants like that.
What? What do you
He
mean?
doesn't have pink pants.
Oh, he
Oh.
missed the memo. His pink hat, though. He just had it confused.
Oh, wait, yeah, because then they must all have different ones, because this hat matches those pants.
Yeah, so they're like
So
matching
they're-
together.
yeah.
These guys are matching, he's not. Due to contrary belief, they're matching
Can we just start checking
with
the
their
camera?
outfits. They're matching with their outfits.
Everyone buy
And he
little
does- he has a
rubber
blue
men
hat.
at home.
Walmart.
Well,
It
his,
was like
his
$5.
twin is stuck under piles of clothes right now. Dead, probably.
See, they have the matching
You know-
hats and pants, and the pants and the hat.
Why don't you
Yeah,
describe?
that's so cute.
Why don't you describe the little men for the people
I
at
don't
home?
want to.
Describe them.
They're
Describe them.
This is a man that is tiny.
with their washboard abs, tiny abs, and their big strong arms.
I love
Okay.
it.
that
Do you wanna
carry the jugs of water.
So do you guys
Do
have
we
a
wanna-
special fun little
Yeah,
game?
we
Yeah,
have
I'm
this
so
fun little
excited.
game that you probably never heard of. We made it up. Charades.
Whoa.
Wow.
I bet you weren't expecting that one. But, all right. We have a big pile of some stuff.
We have 3
How
categories.
are we gonna do this?
I have a good question.
Just like put them around,
Oh.
and then we'll pick
Taco.
them.
Excuse you.
You have to get rid of the taco. What are you
Whoa.
talking about?
Taco was in the way.
Okay.
Not really.
I mean, kind of.
Okay. Well, like, at least like put them nicely on the
But-
side. No! Go in!
Guys.
But we have 3 categories.
Okay.
That's what's not very nice.
So am I
Okay.
just gonna pick one and
then-
do it, and then you guys have to guess
we
what
have
it
to
is?
Activities. Okay.
Yeah, so you want to,
I did a
since
lot.
you're our guest, you want to go first?
Yes. Can we speak during this game, or is it just movements?
We can speak.
Okay, we should do like a 5-word minimum. or
Yeah, a
something.
5-word minimum.
Okay.
So that can either be a sentence or it could be 5 words that don't make sense. Either be a 5-word sentence or like
Okay.
separate words.
Okay.
Choose carefully. There's a lot of good options
Have
in
your
this.
man pick it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm not looking.
Okay.
Okay.
Totally just waking up.
Oh my God! Yes!
Oh, I thought you were stretching, like preparing to do it.
No, that was it. I'm acting. Clearly, you don't understand what it's like to be an actress.
Did you just see the
She
music
didn't need
video?
to prepare. She was ready.
I was born ready. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Quinn, you're next. Actually.
Oh,
all right.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm excited.
Also, okay.
Okay. Let's see it.
Wait, make sure you're
I hope everyone's enjoying
Well, I
this
know,
at
but I
home.
was just
This
gonna
is
go right
good
here. Okay.
quality content.
Finding Nemo.
Okay, I vote if it's a card you wrote, you gotta give a second for the other person. Because I did the same thing. I knew that it was waking up, but all right. On to you. What are we gonna do with this? I was gonna go blub blub blub. You didn't even let me say blub.
Wait, did
You can always say
did
five
you guys ever do this thing as a kid and like
What
it
is
makes it
that?
feel like you have like glass like after like a
Wait,
second?
what?
You go like this for like
Wait,
30
where's the
seconds and it makes you feel like there's like a piece of glass in
Well,
between your
I
fingers.
can't do it.
Well, you gotta do it like this for like a minute and then you feel
Wait,
it.
I keep messing up.
I have never done
You
this
guys
in my
never did
life.
this. I used to have to do this in chorus while we would
What?
do vocal warm-ups. What?
I was in,
So this was not a
we didn't-
universal
No,
thing.
we did not do this in
Got it.
chorus.
Wait, how does it make
My
you feel
one
like
and
you
only
have
original
glass?
experience.
The only hand movements
you- if
we
you
made were
do it,
go
you gotta
ready,
do it for like
I'm not
a
doing
minute.
it right. Wait, like this?
and I'm
In
assuming
and
you
out,
gotta like
guys.
apply
I
pressure.
swear. Everyone at home do this right now.
It's my turn.
Write in the comments. Like and subscribe.
I did the arms
How
challenge.
do I do this?
Okay. No, give it your best. Give it your best.
I don't know how to do this. This is well, if I say this, it's gonna give it away. Say too many words.
Just do it.
The superhero movie.
The Incredibles.
Yes. I was gonna
I only
say
knew
it
that
was
because
the
we
one
talked
that
about it
Kevin did, but I was
Shout
like,
out
that
to
would give it
Kevin.
away.
Thank you for
Shout out to Kevin
for
behind
the
the
movie
camera.
recommendation.
Yes. Okay, my turn again. I'm feeling
with this
brave.
I don't know what this is. But
I'm feeling brave, but I think I'm gonna go for an animal.
well, I was because of my eyes, but like. Sure.
I don't even know.
I don't know what this animal is.
I don't even know what this animal is.
Wait.
I don't even know what they do. Like, actually, I don't know what they look like.
Can you make their
Wait,
noise?
what
I don't know what
animal
it
is
is.
this?
Can you make their noise?
They don't make noises.
Silent animal.
It's a bug.
Grasshopper. I was gonna say I knew it was another one of Kevin's. Another shout out to Kevin.
Shout out to Kevin.
How do you act out a grasshopper?
You hop and then you go like.
Where did you want me to hop? Where?
Right
did
there in your seat.
want me-
Hop right now. You gotta make up for it.
Like, I don't even think I know what a grasshopper looks like.
It's,
So I was thinking
it's
of a
green
cricket.
and it looks like a stick, but it's not a stick bug. It's separate, but it looks like a stick
But
basically.
what's then a cricket? Like,
The same thing.
It's green, but it's smaller. It doesn't hop. Does
And
a
it
cricket
doesn't.
hop?
And a cricket crickets. The grass hop, like like that's the noise. Whatever. They make the little crickety sound.
Question
I'm
of the
afraid
day,
of bugs.
does a grasshopper make a noise?
Grass. I mean, probably makes some sort of noise.
An activity.
Oh.
What's the difference between an alligator and a
use props?
crocodile?
Sure. We can make our own rules.
Yeah, we've changed a lot of.
Eating a taco?
Yum. Whoa, you're
Guys,
so smart.
this game's
These are too easy.
because
They're not even easy. We
because
just know
we
what they
all
are.
know what we wrote.
I don't know what you guys wrote, so as long as it's not mine, I don't know.
Okay, then pick one. Pick one that you know you didn't write,
Well,
Oh my god. Wait, I'll just read the
or
handwriting.
pick one that you know you wrote.
wait,
'cause
yeah,
then
no,
we
that
wanna know.
makes more sense. Try to pick
Oh.
one you wrote.
Okay, I got what's the one with the
Although,
worst
why does like
handwriting?
all our handwriting kind of look the same?
Wait, my handwriting is
This one's like really nice, so that's probably good.
I don't think I did many. Oh, I
I'm gonna
definitely
vote Gab
did
did that one.
This one's the worst handwriting.
Okay, give it to us. Bird.
Yes.
Wait, one of them literally just says bird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't write
Not
this
a
one,
specific bird.
but that's awkward because I said it was the worst handwriting.
All right.
Well, that's some of mine I wrote
I
nicely.
didn't
some of
want
mine
this
scribbled.
one.
Oh.
Peaches.
I'm gonna guess that it's the Mario movie.
Guys, honestly, probably the best movie I've seen this year.
Do we go see
See,
the Mario movie?
Again,
Hold
right
on.
now after this.
The two movies I've seen this year are the Mario movie and Cocaine Bear.
The best, the only movies you need to
So,
And the only movies we've talked about on this show.
the Mario movie,
You know what? I
one
think-
of the best movies ever. Cocaine Bear, probably one of the worst
see.
movies
No,
ever.
no, one of the best.
We just had a reaction from behind the screen.
They're both
he
the
disagreed.
best movies.
Cocaine Bear was
He disagreed.
horrendous.
Cocaine Bear was better than Mario.
No, like,
Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, new life is coming to one of Oswego's old buildings, where it is and what is in its future.
and it's opening night at Tyler Hall's Waterman Theater, what the students have been working on.
Plus, Governor Hochul makes an impromptu wartime visit. What she has to say.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Neckers.
And I'm Jaylene Rodriguez.
Tonight, Governor Hochul is in Israel making a wartime visit to show support for the country. Hochul says the trip is purely and powerfully symbolic. She also says it's a gesture from the governor of the state with the largest population of Jewish people outside of Israel. She says there is a deep, direct connection between New York State and Israel that has always been there.
Trips to Israel are nothing new for New York leaders, who routinely pay visits in support of Jewish New Yorkers. But this visit marks Hochul's first international trip since taking office in 2021. In Israel, she has been consoling Israeli families that are displaced or impacted by the attacks. Hochul is also meeting with diplomats and local officials.
Also in Israel, Joe Biden's promising U.S. support. The trip was the first ever made by a U.S. president to Israel during wartime.
Biden says he wanted the people of Israel and the people of the world to know where the United States stands.
I was very blunt about the need to support getting humanitarian aid to Gaza. Get it to Gaza and do it quickly.
Biden met with families affected by the violence of the past week.
He offered embrace and a listening ear to community leaders and first responders as he heard stories from those on the front lines. The weather has been getting chillier lately. Is the cold here to stay?
Let's take a first look at your forecast with Storm Team 10 meteorologist Brianna Saunders.
It has been chilly the last couple of days. That might be sticking around the next couple of days. I'll have more details for you coming up later in my forecast. But taking a look at our current temperatures, we can see Oswego is sticking around 52 degrees. Across the state, we're in the upper 40s and the lower 50s. Taking a look down towards Delhi, that's where our lowest temperature is at around 47 degrees. It will stick around these temperatures for a little bit, but they might be dropping off soon. I'll have more details for you on my full forecast. Now back to the desk.
It's opening night for SUNY Oswego's production of the play, The Importance of Being Earnest. The play, originally written by Oscar Wilde during the Victorian era, follows a man named Jack as he navigates a life filled with lies, secrets, and love. The show opened tonight, but if you didn't make it, there are 5 more chances to see the play this week. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all at 7:30 p.m., as well as Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. All performances are at the Waterman Theater in Tyler Hall.
The city of Oswego is working with local agencies to host its first annual Christmas Express Parade on Sunday, December 17th. Kids can watch the parade as multiple cars and trucks, including the Polar Express train, pass by. All of these vehicles will be lit up and decorated in Christmas spirit. The parade is set to end at Civic Plaza. There, kids can meet Santa and snack away on some treats.
Looking for a job? Well, this afternoon, a career and internship fair was held in Sweatman Gym of Marano Campus Center right here at SUNY Oswego. There, students met representatives from a variety of local, regional, and national organizations. The fair is meant to help connect students to possible employers as well as work on their networking skills.
Throughout the past several years, buildings in downtown Oswego have gone through some major renovations.
As WTOP-10 reporter Logan Russo reports, a building currently being renovated has a bright future and a rich history.
Built in 1836 as the original City Hall, the Market House was designed by Jacob Bonesteel. The building has been abandoned for a few years after a bar closed in 2020 that was really the last remaining tenant in the whole building. But now, thanks to Governor Hochul's revitalization project for downtown Oswego, there has been a company that has been spearheading a project to restore the building for other uses, including a brewery and apartments. So I was able to talk to the people who are manning the project and ask them really what their plans fully are for the building.
But this view from someone's apartment and the lighthouse and all the activity on the lake when it is happening, yeah, it's gorgeous.
An important building in Oswego is getting some much needed renovations through the state.
so the downtown DRI grant is what it is. So it goes through Oswego. I think Oswego as a city maybe got $10 million, and we get a portion of that to restore this building.
Kira Patterson of the Elberts Group, the owner of the building, showcased some of their plans for the almost 200-year-old structure.
So boardwalk out here, and you'll be able to see the river, see all the boats going by, especially in the summer. Obviously, that's gorgeous, and see the lighthouse and all of that stuff from here.
These renovations include some high-tech features that will give the market house new life in a new age.
We will have a self-serve beer wall down there. So wall with, you go tap on your little tablet and tap your preloaded card and pour as many ounces of the beer as you want. So that's a really good way to do taste testing.
The project is slated to be finished by the end of next year, and Kira couldn't be more delighted.
Honestly, I'm really excited about what it will be, what it can be, to restore this building to what it once was, and also modernize it at the same time while preserving the history. I'm excited to see what it can become.
From the marketplace in downtown Oswego, I'm Logan Russo, WTOP-10.
Plans for a new biomedical science hub are in the works. Those plans were announced by Governor Hochul, New York City Mayor Eric Adams, and the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. The hub has received nearly $300 million in both public and private investment. Organizers say the goal is to bring together students from Columbia University, the Rockefeller University, and Yale University. There, those students will focus on early disease prevention and treatment, particularly for ovarian cancer and pancreatic cancers, as well as diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's.
Governor Kathy Hochul is taking action to support local Stop DWI programs and protect the New Yorkers from impaired drivers. Hochul signed a law to support these programs. That law will aim to provide essential resources to support country-level, community-led interventions and protect New Yorkers.
Still ahead tonight, Brianna Saunders has your full weather report.
And more details from the unfolding conflict in Israel and Gaza, including protests happening here in the U.S.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close-up of that one. Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Welcome back. I'm Storm Team 10 meteorologist Brianna Saunders. Taking a look at our current temperatures, although they're not behind me right now. Again, like I said, those temperatures were sticking in the lower 50s and the upper 40s. But taking a look right now at our temperature outlook, we can see our temperatures are expected to increase in the next couple of days, but that is not going to last. I'll have more details in a minute. Now taking a look at our surface map, we can see we have our cold front over by Chicago, and we can see this is going to continue to move towards our area. That's supposed to bring in some unsettled weather. We're expecting some precipitation and some higher wind speeds to come associated with that. Taking a look at our precipitation chances, we can see Thursday we have a chance of some rain. Friday again, that chance is a little lower. We have a chance of some scatter showers on Friday as that front moves through. And taking a look at Saturday, we can see our precipitation chances increase as that front approaches our area. We can expect some gusty winds with this too. And on Sunday, again, we are expecting more precipitation. We're going to be wet for the next couple of days. But when we look at Monday, that chance disappears as the system moves out of our area. And as I mentioned, we are expecting some gusty winds. You can expect your trash cans to get knocked over as we head towards Saturday. And taking a look at our 7-day forecast, we can see, again, tomorrow we can see our temperatures around 59 degrees, our low at 49. Looking towards Friday, our temperatures at 65. Heading towards Saturday, our temperatures around 56, 51. Our temperatures start to drop off as that cold front moves through our area on Sunday, Monday. Heading towards Tuesday, our temperatures start to increase again, and Wednesday we're back in the 60s. Now that's all for my full forecast. Now back to the desk.
Brianna, thank you. Moving now to international news. The death toll in Gaza continues to climb following an airstrike on a hospital yesterday and another near a hospital today. New video from Gaza is showing the impact of the airstrike that happened today. A humanitarian group affiliated with the Red Cross says it was one of several Israeli airstrikes that also hit residential buildings Wednesday. There's no word from Israeli Defense Forces about those strikes. Wednesday's blasts come a day after an explosion at a Gaza City hospital that killed hundreds of Palestinians. Palestinian officials say an Israeli airstrike is to blame for Tuesday's attack. Meanwhile, U.S. officials say they have intelligence, including satellite images, to indicate that Israel is not responsible.
As the war continues between Israel and Hamas, people around the world are reacting. That includes protesters right here in the U.S. Today, a large group of Jewish protesters occupied the Cannon House office building across the Capitol in Washington, D.C. They gathered after a rally on the National Mall to demand an immediate ceasefire in Israel. The group says it's believed Israel is to blame for violence in the region. They want Congress to demand the IDF stop its strikes in Gaza and allow humanitarian aid into the Palestinian-controlled area.
These protests come as some people are fleeing the war in Israel. A second plane load of Americans fleeing Israel arrived in Tampa this morning. It comes after many people were stranded in Israel after Hamas fighters first attacked the Jewish state 8 days ago. The state of Florida partnered with the nonprofit group Project Dynamo to get evacuees out. The first flight of evacuees arrived Sunday, bringing 270 people to Tampa. According to Florida's Division of Emergency, there are plans for more flights to return to Tampa this week.
A Florida man exonerated after more than 16 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit was fatally shot during a tragic stop in Georgia this week. Laura Aguri has more on the case and a family demanding answers.
53-year-old Leonard Cure bought his first home in Georgia last week, using settlement money from a wrongful conviction case against the state of Florida. It was there in Broward County that Cure spent more than 16 years behind bars for an armed robbery he didn't commit. With help from Florida's Innocence Project, Cure was exonerated and released in 2020.
He is someone that was failed by the system once, and he has again been failed by the system. He's been twice taken away.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation says Cure was stopped in Camden County, Georgia by a sheriff's deputy Monday morning. The GBI reports Cure initially complied with the deputy's commands, but stopped when he learned he was under arrest. It said the deputy used a taser and a baton on Cure, and after Cure allegedly assaulted him, the deputy fatally shot him. The Camden County Sheriff's Office says it does plan to release the deputy's body camera footage soon.
She is demanding justice for her son, Leonard Kerr.
Attorney Ben Crump represents Cure's family and pointed out Wednesday the future Cure had planned for himself after exoneration.
He was looking forward to going to college, getting a degree, I tell you, people are so devastated that this happened to Leonard.
The deputy involved in the shooting has been placed on administrative leave while the investigation continues, according to the Camden County Sheriff's Office. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Republican Congressman Jim Jordan failed in his second effort to become the next Speaker of the House of Representatives. Jordan lost 22 Republican votes today, more than the 20 GOP votes he lost on the first ballot yesterday. Jordan's second failed vote in 2 days is raising questions over whether he has a path forward. Still, he says he plans to continue the fight to become Speaker. Meanwhile, as conflict continues abroad and the U.S. faces a possible government shutdown next month, the House remains frozen without a Speaker.
When WTOP-10 nightly news continues, a popular fast food chain is releasing a cookbook where you can get it.
And how inflation is impacting the cost of your health insurance.
Chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen and can briefly
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man. Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one. Matthew,
Broadcast news. Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back, and thank you for choosing WTOP-10 for your nightly news. Tonight, in consumer news, home building in the U.S. rebounded in September. It comes after dropping in August to the lowest levels since 2020. Housing builds jumped 7% above the revised August estimate to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of more than 1.35 million last month. That figure fell short of expectations of 1.38 million. Numbers are still more than 7% lower than they were last year.
Job-based health insurance is a lot more expensive for both companies and workers this year. That, according to a recently released survey by the KFF, a research-based nonprofit. According to that survey, yearly premiums for family health insurance coverage at work soared to an average of nearly $24,000. For individual coverage, the average annual premium increased to $8,435. KFF stays and jumps into premium roughly in line with inflation.
More than 71 million Americans nationwide receive Social Security and Supplemental Security income benefits. Starting in 2024, those recipients are going to see a new cost of living adjustment. In today's Consumer Watch, Cole Higgins explains the impact.
Seniors who receive Social Security benefits are going to see a smaller bump in their checks in 2024. 3.2%, the Social Security Administration announced last week. That's smaller than the inflation-fueled increases seniors saw over the last 2 years.
3.2% is literally better than nothing. We would prefer that it was
higher, of course.
In 2023, the cost of living adjustment was 8.7%, which was the largest in more than 40 years. Starting in January, retirees' monthly payments are expected to be an average of $1,907, an increase of $59. Shannon Benton, the executive director with the Senior Citizens League, an advocacy group, says the inflation gauge is based on price changes for urban wage earners and clerical workers rather than the spending habits of seniors.
In a recent survey by the Senior Citizens League, 80% of participants said that they think Congress should beef up inflation protection by providing a cost of living adjustment that more accurately reflects their spending habits.
Many elderly Americans are worried these benefits won't cover their basic living expenses.
We used to be able to say, well, you know, if you can't afford beef, we'll get chicken. If you can't afford chicken, you can get pork. But right now, everything is a lot higher than it was several years ago.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Cole Higgins.
Calling all Chick-fil-A lovers, the chain is releasing its first ever digital cookbook, and it's free. The book is called Extra Helpings, inspiring stories and imaginative recipes from Chick-fil-A, A Shared Table. The chain says it puts the book together in hopes of raising awareness about food insecurity and food waste. You can find 26 recipes in the cookbook. All of them are for menu items that were now discontinued.
You know, Jaylene, it's been an eventful start to the week in the world of Laker and pro sports.
Our Jaden Jiggets is here in the studio with everything you need to know. Jaden?
Coming up, we have a retired coach getting a day named after himself and more after the break.
With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I'm your sports anchor, Jaden Jiggets, with WTOP-10 Nightly News. Let's kick things off with some men's soccer. Oswego State falls short at home to Buffalo State, final score being 4-2. This loss drops the Lakers to 7 losses on the season as they still look to keep their playoff chances alive. And our sports reporter, Lucas, was present at the game. Lucas, would you like to give your thoughts?
So the Oswego men's soccer team lost to the Buffalo State Bengals at the Laker Turf Stadium. The Lakers scored first about 3 minutes into the match. After that, Oswego faced a lot of pressure from the Bengals throughout the rest of the half. The Lakers gave up 3 goals to the Bengals in just 4 minutes. In the second half, both teams scored once with a final score of 4-2 for the Buffalo Bengals. Next, the Lakers will take on Carlin Red Dragons on Saturday the 21st to try and keep the playoff stream alive. Jaden, back to you.
Thank you, Lucas. Moving into women's soccer, the Lakers goes on the road and steals a victory from the Buffalo State Bengals. Final score being a shutout, 2-0. This win for the Lakers keeps them in playoff contention as they are ranked 4th in the SUNY Conference. Lakers will be back home this Saturday, October 21st, for their senior day matchup against SUNY Cortland at 1 p.m. Make sure to tune in. Staying with the green and gold, Oswego field hockey took a tough loss on the road against SUNY Brockport. Final score being a shutout, 1-0. Despite the loss, Lakers gave it their best, especially goalkeeper Kai Phillips, with her tallying 5 saves in the game. The Lakers will be on the road again this Saturday, October 21st, to take on the SUNY on Oneida at 1 p.m. Moving to the Q, Syracuse University Athletics will be honoring Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame Jim Boeheim at the North Dame game on Saturday, February 24th in the JMA Wireless Dome. This ceremony will recognize the many accomplishments of recently retired coach and will be part of Coach Jim Boeheim Day. Coach Jim Boeheim will honor the most Coach Jim Boeheim Day will honor the most successful coach in Syracuse basketball history after his 47 years with the program. Make sure to save the date, ladies and gentlemen. That day will be a celebration you don't want to miss. And now we're back into some playoff baseball as we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. And already this game is already taking a turn where Trey Turner just knocking that out of the park. Just a banger right there, already getting the score up there, 1-0. Oh, and here it goes again with but this time it's Kyle Schwarber hitting a home run. That wasn't his only one of the game, ladies and gentlemen. That was his second of the game and his third home run of the whole series so far. So in this game, the Phillies really took it to the Diamondbacks. I know we're in October, but they gave the Diamondbacks a whole massacre right there. And you already see, ladies and gentlemen, you see, oh man, that ball went flying right there. And you can see they're just rallying up points, rallying up RBIs, taking over the game. The game ended 10-0. Philadelphia Phillies won, making it 2-0 in the series.
Of the week right after the break.
La 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 la.
Breathe.
La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
And now, meet our pet of the week, Ichabod.
Ichabod is a 3-month-old kitten who is vaccinated and is ready to be adopted.
and he's ready to steal your heart.
To adopt him, you can find Ichabod at the Oswego County Humane Society.
That's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for the Kinda Late Show.
Thank you for watching.
Hey, Chloe, do you know what time it is?
I don't know, but it's getting kind of late.
The
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe, Charlie, and Kate.
Welcome back to the Kinda Late Show.
The show where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
As you can see, there are 2 new people that are at the table right now with us.
Today we are joined by Oswego's favorite tennis pros, our other host Kate, and our lovely Alex Sperling. Let's get to know them.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm so excited to be back, and I'm so excited to be finally hosting the Kinda Late Show this year. I've hosted like 3 or 4 times in the last year, but now it's official. Now it's permanent. I'm a junior. I'm a broadcasting and mass communications major. Whoa, sorry guys. With a minor in sales. I'm obviously on the tennis team. I'm in WTOP, WNYO. That's about it.
She lists them all off.
Yeah,
Well, you were
it's a good time.
the other host when I was MIA in Arizona freshman year.
And Chloe and I have a radio show together
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, Kate's Corner.
On WNYO 88.9, the Laker Radio Network.
Yeah.
I've been on it.
Plug it.
All right, Charlie, whatever.
You have been on it. We all have hosted together before.
Yeah.
Now we just moved to Wednesday
We just
nights.
moved to TV.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to see our faces?
No.
Always.
But next up, Alex.
So my name's Alex, obviously, and I'm excited to guest star today with my friends. And I'm a senior. I'm graduating in the spring. I'm a broadcasting major also, and I'm a creative writing minor. I'm in club basketball and also tennis, as you guys know, with Kate.
Yeah.
Fun facts. I like to snowboard. I went to Barcelona last semester to study abroad, and it was awesome. Totally recommend going abroad. Anyone who's watching it, that's what I'm plugging.
I'm kind of jealous that you can snowboard. Because if you didn't,
Oh my god, I took Chloe snowboarding and she was falling on the bunny hill. There were like 30-year-olds zipping around her and Chloe was like wobbling around. She could not, when I tell you the bunny hill, it shouldn't even be considered a hill. It shouldn't even be considered, it's like a slant. And it's probably the size of the WTOP studio. And Chloe couldn't get around it and there's all these like 2-year-olds like zipping around her like flying.
on my butt.
Here's Chloe.
I teach skiing and snowboarding, and it sounds like they might be better than you sometimes.
They are. Like, it was so funny. I wish
we'll go.
I wish we knew we were going to talk about snowboarding because I would have had them put in the picture of you on the ground with all these
I was
little
just
kids
laying.
around her.
It was so bad.
Next episode, I will have that in. That is so funny.
Chloe Sienna Ski Club?
Chloe Sienna Ski Club, for sure.
I was like, I really thought I was going to be better at it, and I just wasn't. Like, I couldn't.
When Chloe
I was just talking in the car. I was like, yeah, I think we can get to like maybe blue today. Maybe do the green. I couldn't get down the magic carpet.
We'll get you there. We'll get you
No,
there.
and I was like, have you ever been like snowboarding before? And she's like, yeah, like I was pretty good. And then like I get there and we go on the bunny hill because I was like,
I
let
thought
me
I could
just
do
like
it.
feel it out, right? And she literally was like, I turned around for 2 seconds to like get my skis in like line or whatever, and Chloe's halfway down the hill and she doesn't know how to stop. And she's just going, and all of a sudden she just starts stumbling down the hill.
Yeah, I totally ate it.
You were okay.
God, it's so
Yeah,
funny.
I was totally fine, but
Oh my
it's okay.
goodness.
Enough of my snowboarding fails. I'll get better this year, I promise. But it is fall and it is Halloween season, and you know the Kinda Late Show loves Halloween. So we're gonna discuss some opinions on fall topics, and then before we move on to our next activity. So let's roll into it. The first one.
Yeah, let's get right into it. So it looks like all the opinions are going to.
We're gonna give them right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna give them right
Yeah.
now. You know, I think a very valid fall question is, you know, like what things we like, what things we don't like. But we're gonna keep that a surprise because we have something planned for something right at. Sorry guys, haven't been done this in a while. Don't worry, we have something planned really awesome right after this break.
What happened to What happened to
If
you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black.
Look at the bling. Do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin.
Welcome back to the Kinda Late Show.
The show where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Right before the break, we gave you guys a little tease of what we were going to be doing next, and as you can see, we have some apples on the table ready to bob. But before that, since this is an opinion show, we are going to share our opinions on fall-related and Halloween-related things.
Yes.
So to start, I think, like, obviously, is pumpkin spice. How do we feel about pumpkin spice? I love it.
I also like pumpkin spice.
I love it.
I'm not a big pumpkin spice guy. The only like pumpkin thing that I had was a pumpkin donut from Dunkin' Donuts, and that was pretty good. Yeah. But everything else, like I don't get the Starbucks drinks. I don't do any of that stuff.
I'm with Charlie. I'm
Really?
not the biggest fan of
Yeah,
pumpkin stuff,
I don't get pumpkin spice.
No.
Someone mute their mics.
Yeah.
We don't
I
deserve to talk
personally,
for that opinion.
when it's the season, I'll go. But also pumpkin spice over the apple crisp.
Oh,
from
for
Starbucks.
sure.
That's where you're wrong. Because I will go the apple, because there's no Starbucks in Oswego. I'll go the apple flavoring, whatever it is, the apple crisp, the shaken espresso. That, best thing on the menu. If they had that all year round, I would eat it up. I love that. But instead they have pumpkin, and it's okay, but like for the season it's a yes.
Okay, well you're wrong, but moving on, I will forget that you mentioned apples. Haunted houses. How do you feel about those?
Love.
Like a fake haunted house or like a real haunted
Both.
house?
Love.
I'm
like
talking
going to
about
them?
like you're going through like the haunted house when you get on like the haunted hayride and like the
Oh,
haunted
there are people
corn
like,
maze, and there's
"Ah,
people
scared
jumping
you."
out at you.
Okay.
I'm just scared of them, honestly.
I
But I'll do it. I just need to be in the middle of the group.
No.
Just gonna hide behind
Yeah.
other people.
I hate them so much. When I was in elementary school, I went down my school's haunted hallway.
we did that
Probably
too.
wasn't really that scary, but ever since then I've been like terrified of like
Really?
haunted no, I can't do it. I
lo-
can't. I can't
Okay,
do
well I'll take this one 1v3. I love haunted houses.
No.
I love them. I would do one real haunted, fake haunted, all of the haunted. I remember I went with my best friend my senior year of high school, and she was terrified. She like grabbed onto me and went like, "Oh," and I just thought it was
That
like
would be
fun.
me.
Yeah, I thought it was so fun. I don't know.
Moving
I
on
loved
to
it.
something a little more wholesome though, pumpkin picking.
I have
Little
good
pumpkin
memories.
patch action.
Okay, a little pumpkin patch.
I-
Excuse me.
I just said that's such a tongue twister. Pumpkin patch action. Just try
Pumpkin
saying
pa-
that 3 times fast.
Pumpkin patch action.
Pumpkin patch action.
Oh, I thought you were.
All right, so
I
it's just us.
tried.
I
whatever.
think they're so cute and fun.
Yeah, it's good,
No, I-
good vibes.
Yeah, I did it last Thursday actually.
Oh,
I got a
really?
little pumpkin, painted
Aw, that's
Nice.
so cute.
We have it.
These are our pumpkins that we picked right from
Oh, yeah.
the dollar store.
Yes.
There you go.
I like it. My pumpkin patch has like these. The good pumpkin patch had these big like wooden ships, and yeah, guys, I had a bougie pumpkin patch, and like we would always get the like corn that was on the stick. It was so
Where
good.
is this pumpkin patch? This bougie pumpkin patch.
Is it
Somewhere on Long Island.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the island.
Somewhere on
The
the island,
island.
there's a bougie pumpkin patch
Whatever.
with big pirate ships.
I might have went to that one. Maybe.
It's the same area.
Yeah, okay.
Probably
yeah,
pulled
yeah.
up to the same pumpkin patch. as
Probably
kids.
at the same time, maybe.
Yeah, I probably
Who
saw
knows?
you. Said, who's that kid?
Back to more scary things, though. How do we
not
all
like those.
feel about scary movies?
I love them.
I think I like them. I like them.
I love.
I love
But you
scary
don't like the
movies.
haunted houses.
See, the thing is, I don't like haunted houses because I don't like people jumping out at me. But like, nobody's gonna like
Yeah,
jump
but they
out
can't
at me.
hurt you.
Yeah, they're not gonna hurt you.
They're. I could no. I can't even
They
think
like, they
about
can
it.
Like against
scream
the
at
law
you.
or
Yeah, they
If
can't
somebody
harm
in like
you.
a killer clown mask like jumps in my face, like I probably faint. But like,
Really?
if it's on a TV, like who cares?
It's in like a controlled environment. so
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's
nothing's gonna
nobody.
happen.
There's
Yeah.
nobody gonna be like in my face, like grabbing onto me, like if I'm watching like The Conjuring in my house.
I just like
Yeah,
them.
what movies do you guys like?
Oh,
Scary movies.
scariest movie I've ever seen is The Shining.
I don't even
I watched
know.
it when I was younger, and the two twins, they scared me. Oh my god.
The first horror movie I ever saw was Pet Sematary.
Oh.
I was scared when I was like, and I was a little. It was like the first scary movie my parents watched that was PG-13. That I wasn't 13.
Oh.
No, they broke the law,
Wow.
and I had nightmares. Like I hated it.
I don't know if this counts as a movie, but on Netflix they had the show called The Haunting of Hill House,
Yeah.
and that is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first horror thing that's ever made me like sleep with my lights on, couldn't go to sleep. Every time I
Really?
heard something, I was like,
Like, what's going on?
"There's this like monster that's coming for me."
What about Insidious?
I haven't seen
I
it.
don't know what that
I haven't
is.
seen it.
I need to watch
Oh,
it.
yes, I
What?
have.
There's 4 of them.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Big
Do we have any
series,
more
big
opinions to
series.
discuss?
I don't think so.
Okay, well-
So, Chloe, why don't you take away with our next activity?
As you can see, these are some bowls that I borrowed from my housemates. They're 2 different size bowls because they didn't have buckets. We're gonna bob for apples. I've never personally been bobbing for apples before, that I know of. If I have, sorry Mom, I don't remember. But I'm excited to try it out, and we're making it a competition, and the losers get have a little punishment, I guess.
Yeah, so we're splitting it into 2 teams. I guess it's us against them.
Yeah,
Tennis
you're
first.
stuck with me.
You guys.
Tennis pros against.
We're gonna try to get all the apples out of the pot, and when one person gets an apple or gives up their partner can jump in. Excuse me. Wow.
Okay. I'm like
English is
not
not English.
excited
is
for
right.
this
I know,
one. So
I
the
know.
catch is that the losing team has like a little surprise plan. So
Yeah, I've also never done this, so you can start. And
Alex.
if you give up, I'll give it a try.
Going right for it? All
So
right.
are you
Yeah.
guys we're going with?
I'm gonna
I'm
set
gonna
a
do
yeah.
silly little timer for.
Here.
Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
I got 2 mics.
That's smart.
Are we ready?
You got it. Okay.
Do this.
Let's do a little timer for
Okay,
4 minutes. I'm gonna set that for 4 hours, guys.
4.
Ready?
Let me take my mic.
Or maybe just set to drown.
Go, go, go.
Okay, go.
Go, Alex. Go. Oh my god.
I can't see.
You got it, Charlie. Go.
I can't.
Okay. Well.
I just did an apple. I just chewed on an apple.
Oh my god. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
Oh my god, you got
got
one.
one.
How?
It's like the key to. Okay, switch.
Oh, you're going now?
I can't do
Okay.
this.
Oh no. Oh no.
I
Okay.
don't think I can do this.
You gotta use
Hang
it
on
as the
here.
edge. Hold on.
I'm
hold on,
passing the
wait.
mic to you.
Are you kidding me?
I actually think I'm. Yeah, you're good.
Oh gosh.
I just
okay.
did my makeup.
Where'd my
How
microphone
do
go?
you do this?
Pretty good apples.
I don't even know. I probably just dropped
My
it.
beard is dripping right now.
How do you do this?
I have to
Your
change that.
makeup
for
is
this.
like something that you're wearing. Is
Oh,
like
it's on my shirt. Just do
my
it.
makeup.
I went all the way to the bottom. I pushed it to the bottom.
you gotta put-
My face
You
is
gotta push it
drenched.
against the side.
Oh, the side. I
That's
didn't
what I did.
I can't.
It's too full.
I
Oh my god.
Chloe got it.
Here, here. Take the microphone.
I'm so sorry.
Okay. Let's
WTOP.
roast water.
Come on, babe, you got it.
I think we just
Keep
need to
going.
be done. Yeah, got it.
I got another one.
Can we just say that me and Charlie won?
I'll do this last one.
Do it. You got it.
I got makeup.
You got it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Does anyone want apples?
The apples are good.
They are good.
The apples are
Hey, they're
actually
fresh apples from Walmart. All right. Well, let me go get. Do you want to grab the paper towel?
Where's my microphone?
Oh my god. So we're gonna take a quick little break here.
Yeah, to dry off and get ready for our
Since
next
it is
segment.
Soaking wet in here. we have like Charlie.
I'm smiling. That was fun.
That was
And the apple's really good.
Yeah, it tastes really good.
So we're gonna dry off here, and we will see you guys right after this break.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill
Should
told
we
me it was
tell him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker. Welcome back to the Kinda Late Show,
The
guys.
show where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours. So, as said before, the losing team gets punished, which is just me and Charlie going to do Alex and Kate's makeup, and then after that we're going to paint some pumpkins and talk about our life choices and Halloween things.
Yeah, you just probably watched the most embarrassing thing, watching us try to bob for apples, and now we're gonna get a cute little makeover. So
Yeah.
let's see if Charlie can put his little MUA skills to the test. He doesn't have any heads up.
Oh.
I have so many.
We got good apples.
Yeah, the apples
the
are pretty
apples are
tasty.
fantastic.
They're really good.
Yeah. All right.
I don't
So
know
you
what
ready
I'm
to start?
doing.
Take a brush of your choice and take the colors of your choice and just go ham on her face.
Not that
not
palette.
ham.
Go
Not ham, please.
a little ham.
I'll go as much ham as I want.
Charlie.
And
No,
little
no, no,
purple.
no, 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 no.
You don't
no.
want purple?
No,
my
I
face
don't.
better be
Let's go
covered
a
as
little
much as
purple.
hers.
You lost. I got 3 apples, and you got what? How many apples did you get?
We'll just make you a minion.
Let's do it. Come on. Just a little bit. I'll put it on your forehead. How
No,
about that?
not on my forehead.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
going
so
right there.
beautiful.
Wow. Oh, look at that.
They say you look like a minion right now. How do you feel?
I don't want to look.
You got like a way bigger brush than I do. Let's go red.
I'm like,
Oh
we
my
just go
God.
for the minion look?
Oh my God.
No.
You're like a footballer. Hunt, hunt, hunt.
Oh,
my
Kiss is
God.
not even bad.
This is the worst ever.
Well, don't you have like a Zoom interview?
Yeah,
to
I
do?
do.
So
My
good luck
eyes
with that.
too.
This is where
Purple.
the
I've never
makeup's
done
supposed to
this
go.
before. Wow.
Ooh, I dropped it.
No, this is bad.
Do a little green. A little green action.
What color? It's what? It's white?
White, yeah.
Right on the nose.
Oh,
That did not
I
work.
don't know if I have white, but I
okay.
have
Teal.
shiny.
teal. Great.
Is this teal?
I don't know.
I don't know my colors. Ooh. I am drenched right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was worth it. We won.
I should have had Charlie on my team. Sorry, Al. Let me get out, but
I'm the one who got them.
Hey, I also got it. We would have
Put
won
on this
if we were a
side, even
team
it out.
together.
Whoops.
Yes, Chloe.
I'm gonna have to walk out of here and
Don't
walk
listen to what
into
Kate
my
has to
house
say.
with this on.
Like a,
No, I'm
like a
definitely
little
worse.
kid is putting on your face.
Oh, you look beautiful.
I'm calling myself a little kid.
Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun.
I am having so much fun.
I'm not having fun.
do a little symmetry.
This is not a good way to like welcome me in as a host. I don't feel very
why would you
welcome
say
right
that?
now.
Look
But
how
I'm
good I
having
made.
fun, and that's all that matters.
Let's wait it on.
Oh my god.
More?
Round the chin.
It's eyeliner. I'm not gonna put it on your eyes though. Don't worry. I'm just gonna write
Okay.
Oswego on your forehead.
Okay.
Oh my god, no!
I had to do makeup
On
for
my shoulder?
theater.
It got on my shoulder?
Did it? Oh,
Did you just
it
stain
is
my
on-
jacket?
It's not stained. If you vacuum that up, it's coming right out. Just don't
Sweets.
don't get it wet.
Tweaks?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that better.
Oh my god.
You look like a clown.
I have lip plumper. How much of a tennis ball does she look?
I mean, the Swedes does it.
Oh, there you go.
See, Chloe had a vision.
I don't
This
know
is
what
not
I'm
a
doing.
vision.
I did have a vision.
I'm so
And my
gross.
vision is complete.
I hope this was worth it.
You look great.
Thanks.
I
You
think
look
you look
great.
pretty good, but nothing can beat my tennis ball right here.
Well, of course.
best
of course,
Halloween
the tennis
costume.
ball. Yeah. You don't even have to dress up. Just keep that on for the next week.
Staying on.
There you
Go to
go.
practice like this.
I'll actually whack outs in the face. You
Yeah.
actually a tennis ball.
Okay.
I
Are
like
you
that.
done,
Accidentally
Charlie?
I'm
used
done.
ball.
I'm done. I'm finished.
Let's compare.
Hands up.
Oh my god.
Everybody face the cameras. What do you
There's somebody
think?
taking a picture of me outside right now.
You know.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing. All right,
so
but now,
awful.
not me and Charlie are not the only ones putting our artistic
Oh.
skills to the test.
Oh my god.
Little
And my
shower.
IFB's falling out. Today's just not my day.
We have some pumpkins here, and we're gonna paint them, and we're gonna have a vote on who did the best.
Yeah. I don't even have a vision for this.
All my artistic inspiration is gone because I'm
have-
I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder
course,
thing,
and
getting
Thank you
scared.
so much.
and I'm not loving the win.
Okay.
I'm not loving it right now, guys.
Why? Well, okay. Well, let's just talk about everybody's fears.
My
It is
fear.
Halloween.
There you go.
What's a fear that you have?
Okay, so I have a really irrational fear.
There's more paintbrushes. Where did they go?
And as a kid, I can't even look at myself right now. I look so stupid.
So ridiculous.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Charlie. As a kid, my irrational fear was Medusa. Like, I was deathly afraid of Medusa, and I was convinced after I watched the Percy Jackson movie when I was like a little kid that Medusa was going to like spawn somewhere. I can't look at myself. Spawn somewhere, and she was gonna like turn me into stone. So I would walk around with my eyes closed sometimes.
Yep.
I was so nervous. Oh my god, it's so stupid to think about now, but like as a kid, like
Oh my gosh, this is really hard to open. Why did the dogs make this so hard?
Traumatizing.
Ow.
I would say mine was deer because deer. Okay.
One weird one
okay.
to the next. Deer.
So when I would come home from school in like elementary school and
Can I borrow that
middle
back?
school and sometimes high school, there would be deer in my yard all the time, and I just wanted to go in my house, but they were just right there and like staring at me. But I know they're more scared of me, but I'm like, what if they do attack? Like, what if they do? But
They just charge at
luckily,
you?
None of them's ever. Sometimes I would like pick something up and be like
Scare 'em off.
Yeah, try to scare them off.
Are you still scared of them?
Low key, if they're close to me, like that's scary.
All
Oh
right.
my
all
god,
right.
that's so funny.
I'm. I got a classic one. I'm scared of heights.
I'm
Ooh, my legs are
boring.
trembling. Hey, that's what it is. It is. I went to the Grand Canyon. Oh my God. I was scared the whole time.
I believe it.
We talked about that.
We
like
did.
episode
Last
1.
show we did talk about
Yeah.
it. Because there was one of your like True Truth and a Lie episode. And
Yes.
I feel like you were afraid of heights and you were like
Be afraid to be on a ladder.
It's
That's what
okay.
you
I
said.
feel like heights is more justified than stink bugs, so
No,
yeah, that's
oh my God.
embarrassing.
Stink bugs would get into my room,
Yeah.
and I would hide under my blankets as they fly around. I hate it when bugs are flying around indoors and birds.
Yes.
I hate it when birds and bugs fly around indoors. I hate
Why
it
would a
so
bird
much.
be flying around indoors?
If there's like a bird sanctuary, and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh yeah,
If
you know,
people
for
have
all
a
the
pet
times you went
bird,
to a bird
I have.
sanctuary.
I am deathly afraid. And butterflies. When butterflies are flying around indoors, I don't know
I
what
don't
it
love
is.
butterflies either, though. I understand.
They're pretty
it.
though.
They're pretty, but
Sure,
don't
they're
come
pretty.
near me.
If
Don't
they're
land on
outside,
me.
they're fine. But inside, I don't know what it is, but when it's inside, I freak out. This was like years ago. I went into a butterfly sanctuary, another one. And they were just flying around. I'm like, oh my God. And I had my fists up too. I didn't mean to do that. Ask my brother. He can vouch for me. I was gonna punch a butterfly. I don't like it when stuff flies around me. What'd you say?
I wonder what would have happened. Like if you punched it.
It probably would have died. I'm that strong.
He's tough. He's strong.
Got that strength to him.
Oh yeah.
He needed his Wheaties that day. He was ready to fight.
Yeah, it was leg day that day actually. No, I don't go to the gym.
Got me there. Well, with stink bugs, they used to live in my attic above my room.
Oh yeah.
And so I would wake up to a stink bug in my room, and I'm terrified of them.
That's the worst.
There was one in the bathroom the other day, in my up here, and my housemate was like, Chloe, there was a huge stink bug, and I went, why did you tell me that? I couldn't go into the bathroom. Like I actually made her go in there before I was gonna go shower. I was like, can you please check? It was horrible. I hate them so much.
I have a story about bugs, because I know people don't like bugs.
What bug is it?
A spider. Spiders are terrible.
I like small spiders, but not big spiders.
No. I saw the biggest one I'd ever seen when I was in Europe in August. I was staying with a friend, and I had to go to the bathroom. So I did my thing, went to the bathroom, and then the bathtub is right in front of me. So I look in the bathtub, and there's a giant spider, so big, this big.
Oh my god.
And it was trying to crawl in the bathtub like this, like a dog, like this.
Ew.
But the bathtub was really steep, so it really couldn't get out. But I go to the bathroom again later, still there. And then when
think it would have gotten out?
No, and then my friend wakes up and I'm like, come look at the spider. And then it wasn't there. It was gone.
No.
So I was like, I run out of the bathroom, whatever. It was so scary. And then we go downstairs, and her mom's like, oh, I killed it. And I was like, oh. Because every step I took, I was like, guys, it was literally so big. It was so scary.
The biggest spider I ever saw was a house spider that was outside my house. Did you ever call them house spiders?
House spiders?
How big?
I don't know, they were just
What's a house spider?
probably this big, I would say.
That's even big.
That's huge.
It was but it was outside. I haven't seen them in a while, but I used to
I'm really scared
pee
of
my
the
pants.
spiders in
Oh
Australia.
yeah.
You know, the huntsman spider. No, I can't do those. Those are actually
I don't like beetles. Spiders I can do. I just don't like beetles. Anything even ladybugs I just don't love because why are you?
I don't like them inside, but outside I don't know why. It's a weird thing. Outside they're totally fine. They're in their habitat outside. Inside, that's where I live. Okay, not the bugs. Not the birds.
That's fair.
How often do birds get in your house?
That is fair.
People have pet birds.
Oh.
Not me, obviously. But I had a friend who had a pet bird, and oh my god, they would torture me by bringing it out. And I'm like, yeah, it would freak me out.
My friends used to have
I used to be really scared of hermit crabs. We don't need to do the two-shot of me right now. Thank you. My brother used to have this hermit crab, and it had a Superman painting on its shell. And every time my brother would let it out, I would jump up onto a chair, and I would not get off the chair until the hermit crab was back in its cage. It used to scare me so much.
I don't like horseshoe crabs, the ones that
Oh
are in
my
the,
God!
Because why are you there, and why are you in the ocean, and why are you crawling near the shore?
There is
near the
those
shore is
freak me
terrible.
out so.
They're ugly,
bad.
and they're always mating. Why do I always see? Do you know what I'm
Hold
talking
on,
about?
what?
Do you ever go to Cedar? Do you go to Cedar Beach?
No.
They're always together.
But what?
I swear, they're always together, and I'm not in public.
I've only seen lone ones.
I have not. I've seen too
You're going
many.
to the weird beaches.
It's Cedar Beach, bro. They're all
Cedar's the
there,
place
and
to
they're
be
all
for
together.
the
They're
horseshoe
all
crabs.
happy and family. And I just don't want to step on them. Imagine no. Why are you there? And I always come out August.
Aww.
Did you ever?
It says WTOP-10.
Aww.
Isn't that so cute?
That is cute.
Okay, wait. I gotta get. Hang on. I'm almost done.
Aww,
I think I
that's
need.
cute.
Oh my gosh, I'm shaking.
I'm gonna leave this in the office.
Well, if you guys want to
people
vote
can
for us
admire
to
it.
tell us who won, we're gonna post it on Instagram.
Oh,
So make sure you follow us at WTOP Kinda Late if you want to vote and tell us who did the best, because I think it was me. Oh.
You're out of your mind.
Can I have that red, please, before it's too late, before we run out of time? Before I can't win.
I used to also be really scared of.
We're almost out of time. We
if
got
we're gonna talk about
30 seconds.
my last irrational fear.
got
I
a
used to be
bunch.
really scared Oh,
of
God.
stuff.
The
I used to
Long
be-
Island Python.
I used to be really scared of like Slender Man when that was a big thing.
Oh my gosh, me too. Any creepypasta ever. What did you
Oh my
think?
God, that was
The
terrible.
tennis ball matches my face.
Yes, twin.
Aww.
Yay.
And then also like
All right,
basketball,
well,
camera, 'cause we're
thank you
filming.
guys for tuning in for our Halloween episode.
Make
Happy
sure
Halloween.
you guys follow us on Instagram at WTOP.
Hello world and welcome to season 2 of Smile You're on Camera. As you may know, my name is Mia Dirks and I'm so happy to see you here join us for our second season. We have so many new stories to share here on the show and I'm so excited to go on this journey with you all at home over the course of the next few weeks. Being able to show you the lives of some of my friends and fellow students has been such a pleasure and I really can't wait to introduce you to some more great people in the episodes to come. Now, since I saw you last, I had a nice summer break working in New York City and relaxing after a really busy semester last spring. And we can talk about that a little bit more later. I have a few snapshots and quick stories to tell, but we have a show to start now. So for those of you at home who are familiar with the show, welcome back. But for people who are new here, first off, welcome. And I'll tell you a little more about how this show works now. Each week, I bring on a new guest to tell us a little more about their life and involvements. To do this, you'll get to watch a behind-the-scenes look at what a day in their life looks like. Then we'll dive a little deeper into some of the stuff we saw in that video so we can get a better understanding of what's going on. Finally, in our snapshot segment, we discuss some photos and moments sent in from you all at home to see what's going on in your lives. I know that's a pretty simplified version of it, but if you stick around and hang out with us for the next half hour, you will see what I mean. So tonight's guest is someone that I met recently this semester who does some really interesting work, and I wanted to bring her on to talk with some more about it with us. So our first guest of season 2 is Gabby Lagatella. So welcome to the show, Gabby. I'm so happy to see you here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Thank you. And for the viewers at home, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little more about who you are?
Yeah, of course. So I'm Gabrielle Lagatella. I'm a junior here at SUNY Oswego. I'm a broadcast and mass comm major, and I'm really excited to be here and tell you a little more about my life.
Awesome. I had a really fun time making this video, and I think all of you guys at home are going to enjoy it too. So without further ado, let's start with our first video of the season. Roll it.
Hi, this is my baby Riker, who is all over the place this morning. Yeah, he is the younger one. He just turned 2 years old, and he's honestly such a good baby. I love working with him, but he's very excited to go out, so. To prep for later, when I get home, I go ahead, I fill up their water buckets now. Go ahead, get that out of the way. It's not too hot, so the water isn't gonna get hot. I think it's only getting to 68 today. And then I'll go ahead and put hay in their stalls, I'll sweep. Normally I go ahead and put down more bedding right now, but tonight I have to run to the feed store after classes, so you guys will get the tag on for that. I'll pick up more shavings and more feed since you saw my horses were low. So I go ahead and get it before I run out. Alrighty, so now it's time to go ahead and get their hay ready for this evening. Open a new bale. always make sure to take the baling twine off so that doesn't accidentally get thrown in with the hay into a horse's stall. Don't need a horse getting twine wrapped around them. And you can see how that hay is good quality. You don't want it moldy. You want it nice and dry, fresh. You can see some orchard grasses in there, some timothy, and some clover. So this is good stuff, and they eat it right up. So before I leave the barn in the mornings to go up to the house and get ready for classes or my day, I always check a few things. I make sure the horses have hay and water outside, check, and I always want to make sure that their fence is plugged in. They have an electric fence to keep them in. So I want to make sure that's plugged in so they don't get any ideas throughout the day. Granted, they never really do, but it would be my luck the day I forget it. They go ahead and test it out. So now that this is taken care of for the day, I'm gonna head up to the house, get ready for classes, and then go to school. So as a commuter student, I do drive about 20 minutes to classes every day. I'm normally on campus all day. To fit the horse girl stereotype, I do drive a large truck. She's great, but she goes through a lot of gas, so. Guys are ready to come in, so I unplug the fence. Ren is here thinking he's helping. Oops. Tater here is very much ready to come in, but Riker's always first, so. Tater is a pony I've had since she was 2 years old. She's traveled all around the country with me. Her and Ren clearly get along. And her and I've kind of been inseparable since day one. She's been the coolest to train, and I really like spending my time with her. So we're gonna go ahead and go ride her today. So now that we're all done, I'll let Tater cool down by getting some grass to eat in the yard. It's not like we don't have enough for her to trim. You just saw me ride her Western. There's disciplines of riding that I could go into, talk about forever. She was broke Western, did a bunch of cutting, and she also knows the 100 jumpers, which is super cool, but I really just like hopping on after a long day, riding her around for just a little bit, and chilling, relaxing, and spending time with her because she's so sweet and special.
Hello and welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did. I know I had no idea what the qualities of hay were and what kind of ingredients went into a good bale of hay, but what do you think about the recording process?
It was great. Actually, watching back the video just now made me super happy. It makes me appreciative of my day and how I get to spend it with these animals, and yeah, recording it added a little bit to my daily routine, but it was fun. I think the horses thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I really enjoyed seeing a close-up look of kind of your routines and chores and whatever. And we're gonna talk about a little bit more in depth about some of the things we saw in that video, so make sure to stick around after these short messages.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast
Matthew,
news.
look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hi again, and welcome back, everyone. So let's dive into some of the stuff we saw before the break. I personally thought the video was super cool, like I said, because I had no idea how much work really went into the kind of stuff that you do. So I guess for everyone at home, can you just start from the beginning and just tell us how you got into this line of work?
Yeah, so the horse thing was always a passion of my mom's. And then I, of course, started growing up with that and eventually wanted my own pony. So my mother was awesome, but she did not go get me my own pony. No, she went and got me a huge Appaloosa who wasn't trained or broke at all. So we trained him together, and I think that was the start of the whole thing. He was a turd ball. I love him though immensely, and he'll always have a special place in my heart for that. And then as I got older, my mom was running a lesson program. I was riding those horses, keeping them tuned up for her. And as a joke, I got a job at the Renaissance Festival here in New York. And the joust crew actually picked me up, and I started riding in the shows. So I was training like the horses you see the knights riding. I would ride in the shows, do the whole lance and quintain routine, which you have a lance and you put it through a tiny little metal circle, and yeah, it was quite a thing. And after that, I knew I was hooked. I wanted to start training other people's horses professionally, and there I went.
That's awesome. I had no idea that it was kind of grown out of a family relationship like that.
Yeah.
Can you give us some of like the responsibilities that come with being a professional trainer and having to take care of other people's horses like that? I'm sure you must be like careful, I guess, but it seems like a lot of work to make sure you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, so it is quite a bit of work. I'll never forget my first client horse. I was so excited. They officially signed that piece of paper that says, hey, you're responsible for her now. It's hard juggling it all, but it comes easy when you think of them all as your own horse. So anything I would do with my own, I do with theirs. They get top care, and I make time for them. They're part of your family. I never saw any distinction between client horses and my own. They all got equally loved and annoyed by me every day.
Wow, that's amazing. And I'm just curious too, like do you have an estimate of how many horses you think you've taken care of over the years? Like, is it a small number, or is it a huge number in the hundreds, or?
It has to be in the hundreds, because when I was down south working for a trainer and helping him, we would have at least 30 horses in at a time. Thinking of my own barn, at least 30 horses at a time, and I've been doing this since, oh geez, it's over 10 years now, probably 15, 20. Wow, yeah, close to 20 years now. I can't even put a number on it, but many. Of course, there's a few special ones that I'll never forget. But yeah, each of them made an impact on me for sure.
Wow, and you mentioned you did work in the South too, so where in the South were you placed?
Yeah, so I grew up in northern New York and I made my way down to southern Tennessee. That is quite a difference, but it was fun. You get to learn a different way of life, a different way of living, and a different type of horse training for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a whole different culture than up here, and I'm not sure if you've been anywhere else in terms of competitions, or did you have a favorite spot that you really loved working in, or even just going to see and seeing the life there and culture?
Yeah, so I think probably everyone's favorite is Fort Worth and the Will Rogers Stadium. That's the coolest. You have so many world shows there. NCHA, so the National Cutting Horse Association, holds a bunch of their shows there. Appaloosa Worlds used to be there. It's quite a historic stadium, and many of the best horsemen in the United States have rode there. So that was definitely one of my favorites. But I think my favorite place I traveled to was in Louisiana. We got to stop at the Duck Commander Station on a break, and I'll never forget that. That was so cool, getting to meet like the cast and crew of Duck Dynasty and seeing their workplace. It's totally off subject, but that was my favorite.
What, does it look the same as it looks on TV or no?
Identical. There is no difference.
Wow.
And they must just set up a camera and film because nothing changes.
Wow, that's a cool thing to put on your resume. You met Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Also, like in terms of the future too, do you see yourself doing this as a job or continuing? I know as you're in the broadcasting program now, it's obviously a huge difference between the two worlds, but do you see yourself having that playing a role in your life in the future, or is it kind of more of a personal hobby type thing?
That's a great question that I will continue to think on. I definitely see it staying in my life for quite a while. Definitely as a hobby. I would love to maybe work it into my future career with broadcast, maybe do some horse journalism on the side, do some broadcasts for AQHA, world shows. I don't think I'll ever be without horses. We'll leave it at that.
That's so cool that it's like a lifelong pathway. Now let's segue into the school. Like you mentioned, you're in the broadcasting program, as am I. So what's your career path there? Do you have any goals or aspirations you'd like to achieve?
Yeah, so I definitely want to do reporting, anchoring in the future. I love TV journalism, and I would like to do more of that foreign correspondent work. I love traveling, and obviously with horses, got a taste of that. And it's fun traveling for your career. You get to meet so many people, see so many places, and it would be great to go ahead and do that reporting in foreign countries and meet other people over there.
Do you have a specific country or place that you'd like to work in?
Yeah, for sure Italy.
Wow.
My family's super Italian, so it would be great to go over there and do some work.
Yeah, I know my family at home who's watching this will love that too. We're all, my grandma's from Italy too, so it'll be good. Do you have a specific region or place that you dream of visiting or working in?
I don't know if there's a specific region or place in Italy. I'd like to go over there and explore them all, but northern Italy seems like quite a vibe.
I know, I've personally been there. My grandma's from Trento,
okay,
all the way up north, basically in Austria.
Yeah.
I've been there. The mountains are beautiful. It's like you get to go snow-capped mountains. She lives in a little valley, town in a valley. It's just so picturesque and amazing. So I hope you end up there one day.
Yeah.
And one final thing I'd like to wrap up with. I know you're a runner. I had to put this in there because we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
And I was a track and field athlete in high school. So what are some of your hobbies, or like, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so I started running kind of as a joke. I was riding less horses because I got out of training professionally, going back to being a full-time student, and I needed something to do with all this time and energy. So I went ahead and I started running every day, And then I fell in love with that, and I can't imagine my life without the sport now. I do a bunch of fun local races, travel across the state. I did a half marathon this summer, which 3 years ago, if you would have asked if I was going to be doing that, I would have laughed, because what? That's insane. And like I said, now it's great. My dog comes with me, keeps him busy as well.
That's so cool. Yeah, just one final thing to wrap in there. I think Gabby's a really cool person, so I had to put that in there as a fellow runner. But after the break, we will be looking at some snapshots from your lives. You think you're interested? Want to find out more? You should stick around to find out.
La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had to press the doorbell and wait.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen. They become briefly
All right, everyone, so welcome to Snapshots for tonight. Let's take a look at some of our first snapshots of the season. These are some photos I've collected from our crew, audience members at home, and some of my own photos from the summer. So let's see what everyone's been up to. If we could put the first picture up now, please. So this is the cute little story. Over the summer or last spring, my parents started sending me photos of a bunny that lived in our backyard. And I thought I would never make it home in time after the semester to see the little bunny, but he would live outside my window and I would just look out and he would be a little friend. If it was a boy, his name was Blue. If it was a girl, his name was Blue, or her name was Bluebell. I think it's so cute. Don't you? I don't know about you, but I love bunnies. They're so adorable.
It's kind of precious. I always kind of wanted to capture one in my backyard, but you know, that never really worked out, so.
Oh. Yeah, we just let it sit out there, but he would sit out there all summer and I'd just be like, hi. But a funny story now is my housemates and I up here have recently found that a little bunny lives in our bush outside. So it's like, they're just following me around everywhere.
So you have multiple pet rabbits?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Not officially, but yeah.
They're your rabbits.
Do you have any like dream pet that you would have?
No, no, I feel like I've had my dream pets. Having the horses around has been awesome. I have the best border collie in the world. I don't know, I think I wanted a rabbit. I mean, I had one when I was really little, but I was like too young to do anything with them. So maybe now I'd get a rabbit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like my dream to have like a little baby one and just watch it grow up. Let's move to the next one if we can, please. So this was sent in by our graphics operator, Emily. She's a member of the crew team here at Oswego, which is like the rowing team for those of you at home that may not know. She was at a practice last night at the marina until night, and this was the picture. And first of all, I love it just because it's such a pretty picture, like composition-wise and everything, and the colors. And honestly, too, it reminded me of Halloween. which is like Halloween is coming up because it's
You're right.
October 1st today, guys, reminder. So what do you think? We're officially in fall now.
Yeah, I think it's great. I'm excited for Halloween. I'm excited for fall. I don't like that midterms are
Let's
now.
not talk about
Yeah,
that.
but you brought up October, so.
Let's not talk about that one. Let's not for tonight. But yeah, I'm getting used to fall now, and especially too with baking too. Like one of my friends at home, we've been exchanging recipes. Like, we need to try this. So
Yes.
that's like my favorite part of fall, I think. But
Yes.
we see the leaves changing on campus, and now we got this spooky moonlight views too. So thank you, Emily, for sending in that photo. That was really, really cool submission. And if we could move to the next one, please. So this is from another one that I submitted, because this was from my summer. I worked in New York City over the summer, and this is in Madison Square Park in the Flatiron District. And I would just take lunch breaks outside, and there'd be this jazz band playing. I saw them play a couple different times, but this is just the epitome of like peacefulness, and I loved it. I don't know, it was just very summery to me.
Yeah.
We talked about fall, now we're talking about summer, but
I know, throw it back for a quick second, right?
Did you know there was a park? There could be a park in the middle of New York City?
No, I know. I know I'm probably gonna have to make my way down to New York City for the broadcast stuff. I'm a little nervous for my city girl moment, but that looked quite nice.
Yeah.
I could get into that.
It was just so peaceful. I just sit there in the sun and on the little bench and listen to the music play, and you have like all the car honks behind you, but it was just such a peaceful area, and I recommend for those of you at home that are going to go to New York City to go take a look there. Yeah.
You might just sell me on it yet.
Yeah. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. And can we look at the next photo, please? So this is from one of our members here at the studio as well, Sam Keeney. She has two frogs named Pistachio and Walnut, right? Those are their names?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. So quick shout out to Pistachio and Walnut. They are so cute.
So cute.
What do you think? What do you think?
I'm absolutely obsessed. I think I was telling you earlier that I was just out today on my nature walk run with my dog, and I stopped and took so many pictures of frogs, because it's probably going to be the last warm weekend we have, and I took full advantage of that. So I'm perfectly fine with looking at more pictures of frogs.
Yeah, they were so cute. Like, and I love the color of them. It's like and Sam, you did a great job of picking names, because the pistachio is obviously a pistachio color.
So
looks just like ice cream.
Oh my gosh, don't make me hungry.
Yeah. Where did you go to see the frogs? You said you went to see.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
where can people at home find that?
Oh, well, the Sterling Nature Center. It's right over by Fairhaven. It's like my favorite spot to just go chill. There's a bunch of good trails to run on. Also, it's just quiet and peaceful. It gives me a break from everything. It's right on the lake too, so
Yeah.
you get to enjoy the water.
I've been there before. It's really peaceful.
Yeah.
Do you have any other hiking recommendations or nature recommendations around here? I'm trying to figure stuff out.
And if you want to go a little further away, the Keuka Outlet Trail, there's a bunch of old mills on it. That's where I ran the half marathon on, and it was gorgeous. Half the time I was running, and I was running with a friend, we'd be like, oh my gosh, let's stop and look at the frogs. Let's look at this pond. And then we're like, oh my gosh, we're in the middle of a race. So yeah, it's definitely worth going. I'd go again, for sure.
Totally, I'd love to check that out too.
Yeah.
I don't know about running through it, but
yeah. I don't know again either, for being honest. That was a bit much.
Well, thank you to everyone at home for sending snapshots in. I would love to see what's going on in your lives at home, especially after this long summer break. I know people have had busy summers, so there's got to be one good picture that came out of it. So do you have a snapshot in mind? Send it into our Instagram at @smile_WTOP10 to have your snapshot featured next episode. It's a really cool opportunity. I'm looking forward to seeing what you all have to share. So thank you, Gabby, so much for coming on tonight. It was so much fun learning more about you and some of your work. Do you have any final thoughts?
No, it was great being here. I'm happy to share it with everyone, especially shine a little light on the horse industry, and keep that going, and hopefully get some more people involved in it.
Yeah, I know. It's super unique perspective. So thank you again. And thank you all at home for joining us to celebrate the start of our second season. That's all the time we have for today, but make sure to tune in again in 2 weeks to meet another amazing person and learn another amazing story. Thanks again, everyone. Have a good night, and remember to smile because you're on camera.
Welcome to the second episode of Fantasyland. I'm your host, Matthew Sharamita, and tonight marks the long-awaited return of my handsome co-host, Ryan Skinner. Ryan, I understand you came down with something nasty 2 weeks ago. How are you feeling now?
Feeling much better. Thank you for asking. The Oswego plague got me.
Oh, it's getting everybody. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling good, Ryan, and I'm just glad to have you back on the show. Last week I asked Jaden what qualifies him as a fantasy football expert. I think it's only right that I ask you the same question tonight.
Well, I would say the multiple leagues that I have that are more than $100 buy-in, that just really, I mean, the amount of money that I have personally riding on this, for me, would probably make me an expert, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair considering that even I was asking for your advice on a trade earlier today. I think you're more than qualified for the position. So welcome Ryan to the show. Now that all the formalities are out of the way, let's get into our first segment, The Wire. Ryan, who are you looking to pick up on the waiver wire this week?
So I was looking at Rashee Rice, actually. The Chiefs receiver, he doesn't have a lot of competition there. I mean, Travis Kelce obviously is the main competition, but other than that, they got Kadarius Toney hasn't been looking that great. Justin Watson has an injury. So honestly, Rashee Rice, I think, might be the Chiefs' #1 receiver, other than Travis Kelce, of course.
Yeah, and I think Rashee Rice is a great pick. I mean, I was high on Sky Moore in the beginning of the season, and I mean, just to see him not be utilized this year has been kind of upsetting for big Sky Moore believers and myself. But I think Rashee Rice is a great pick for the waivers this week. But another pick for me would be Kareem Hunt. I mean, you have a lot of short-term running back success here. You have Jordan Mason, Craig Reynolds, and Zach Evans, all pretty much available in every league to hit that spot instead of Kareem Hunt. But Kareem Hunt's going to be a solid long-term play. He's going to go 50-50 with Ford rest of the season. He's going to run a lot. I mean, the Browns already ran a lot before Watson went down. Now with P.J. Walker there, I think they're going to run even more. I think Kareem Hunt's going to be a solid flex play rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I would say my second would probably be Joshua Palmer. I got Joshua Palmer. He scored 10-plus points every single game since Mike Williams has gotten hurt, and he's looked like they're solid #2. Obviously, Keenan Allen's there, Austin Eckler's there. Gerald Everett is a solid tight end, but Josh Palmer, Gerald Everett, they're about even, and so those remaining touches are either going to go to him or Everett, and I think that Palmer will be able to score at least 10 points per game, if not more, if he gets touchdowns and all that.
Yeah, the receptions will be there for Palmer. He's got his work cut out for him. I think that's a great pick. Another receiver that I'm pretty high on right now is Wan'Dale Robinson. I think only in PPR leagues, this is going to be like in non-PPR leagues, I wouldn't pick up Robinson, but in purely PPR leagues, I would go get Wan'Dale Robinson from the New York Giants. He plays Washington this week. He just saw his season high 8 targets. He had 8 catches, 14.2 points, and that's all without a touchdown. He'll find the end zone, I feel like, and he's available in 73% of the leagues. The Giants don't really have anything else. Darius Slayton, he's not going to do much. I mean, Darren Waller's been unimpressive. I think that seeing Wandale integrated in this offense is a really good sign for big things to come from Robinson. I'm excited for him. I'm picking him up this week.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's, like you said, there's not a lot of competition. I mean, maybe Darren Waller and obviously Saquon, but other than that, they don't really have any other receivers. So why not go for the best guy available in Wandale Robinson? Absolutely. There have been a lot of injuries this past week, which is to be expected as we have almost gotten to the midway point in the season. Matt, what players do you want to keep an eye on for the week and weeks going forward?
So I have 2 players that I'm keeping an eye on. The first one is Kyron Williams. He just went down a sprained ankle. He'll miss at least this week. He may even miss up to week 11. Week 11 is going to be kind of the latest deadline for Kyron Williams to come back. They have the bye week in week 10. They're really pushing for before the bye week, but at least week 11. I talked about Zach Evans being the replacement. Myles Gaskin's also there. I also got David Montgomery. I'm keeping an eye on him. He's got a cartilage injury in his ribs. His coach, Dan Campbell, said he'll be out for a while. Nobody has any idea what that means. MRIs came back kind of positive, but it's a cartilage issue. I have no idea how long he's going to be out. Craig Reynolds is also nursing a pair of injuries. People who have Jahmyr Gibbs and have been sitting on him all season, I would be excited to use Jahmyr Gibbs these next couple weeks while we wait for Montgomery to get back in the lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. I mean, with there's the rookie Gibbs, and then there's Craig Reynolds backing him up until he gets back. But yeah, David Montgomery is definitely a guy to keep an eye on. I got for my guys, I definitely have Aaron Jones. He's had that hamstring injury since like week 3 or 4, I believe, and he's just been having a rough go of it. I mean, they thought for sure they would have him back after the bye week, and he's just not completely all the way there. Hopefully he plays this week. He should be good to go, but again, it's tough, especially with the hamstring injury. And my other one is Daniel Jones, who had a neck injury 2 weeks ago. Last week, Tyrod Taylor came in, replaced him. I think that on the one hand, Daniel Jones, they just gave him that big contract during the offseason. However, Tyrod Taylor did mismanage the clock twice, which lost them the game. So on the one hand, they want to keep him healthy for years going forward, and they want him to be that guy. But also Tyrod Taylor losing them games, mismanaging the clock, just not looking comfortable or like he knows what he's doing even out there. They're going to want Daniel Jones to be back out there, especially to work with Saquon. Right. So he's cleared. Daniel Jones is cleared to throw, but not yet for practice.
Right. No, absolutely.
Coming up, what players have matchups that we want to watch? Also, what players should you be trading or trading for? Coming up after the break.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy. Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin.
Fantasyland. And to start quarter 2, we got to talk must-watch matchups this upcoming week. Ryan, who are you most excited to watch this week?
I am most excited to watch Marquise Brown. He's going up against the Seahawks, and honestly, the Seahawks are really good at scoring points, but their defense is lackluster at best. So Marquise Brown going up against them, they're going to be playing most likely from behind. Like I said, the Seahawks score points. That's what they do. And so Marquise Brown should be able to, catch a lot, maybe get a touchdown, and should have a good game. Who do you got?
I like Marquise Brown, but my must-watch matchup this week is A.J. Brown. It was both of the Eagles receivers before early this afternoon when Devontae went down with his hamstring injury. A.J. Brown is a must-watch player this week. He's the wide receiver 7 on the year, over 400 yards in the last 3 games. They take on Miami. They are the 12th. They allowed 12th most pass yards, and then the week after they take on Washington, 13th most pass yards in the league. It's going to be a shootout between these two offensive juggernauts, the Dolphins and the Eagles. A.J. Brown's going to have a heck of a game. I'm excited to watch him. Who's your next player, Ryan?
My next guy is my running back, Josh Jacobs. He's going against the Chicago defense, and honestly, anybody going against Chicago or Denver defenses, I would say those are probably the 2 worst defenses in the league. Anybody going against those, you got to start them. So Josh Jacobs should have a field day going against them. He's already on the incline this season. He started out rough. He started out just not doing too great, not looking like his usual self, which is probably part of that holdout. But he's been looking better recently, putting up 15 points about per game in the past 3 weeks, and he's going against Chicago, so he's my guy.
Yeah, I'm going to follow suit. I got a running back as well. I'm going to go Kenneth Walker. He's the RB10 right now. They play Arizona. It's the 3rd worst rush defense in the NFL. I mean, Kenneth Walker has just been phenomenal for the Seahawks. You mentioned how they love to score points. Kenneth Walker's been that guy over there. Just exciting to watch him. He's going to kill Arizona. I think he's got his work cut out for him this weekend. I'm excited for another big game from Kenneth Walker. We'll take one last player from you, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. So Michael Pittman's my last guy. I mean, for me, it's more of I want to see what he can do against Cleveland's defense. They have arguably a top 3, maybe top 3 without the 2 and 3 defense in the league. And he's done well against the Jags defense and the Ravens defense, which are also respectable defenses. But Cleveland's defense is pretty top-notch. So Michael Pittman should be a player to watch. Just see how he does against a top defense. What's your last guy?
My last guy is Isaiah Pacheco. If anyone watched 2 weeks ago, you knew I was high on this guy. The RB13 right now. He plays the Broncos again in Week 8. The worst rush defense in the NFL. It's a revolving door of a defensive line. I mean, they couldn't stop paint from drying if they wanted to. Isaiah Pacheco is going to have another great game. I've said his name probably 1,000,000 times in the last 2 shows, but I'm saying it again, Isaiah Pacheco having a week. That's all.
Absolutely. So up next, we got, what's next?
Buying low, selling high on players. So I'm going to start here with a buy low candidate. It's Devontae Smith. And I think if you have a winning record in your league, if you have a winning record in your league, you have to go get Devontae Smith. He's nursing that hamstring injury right now. He hasn't been showing the numbers. His value is probably on the floor. He just saw 11 targets against the Jets. I know Devontae has the skill to catch those passes, just kind of a mistake in his head kind of moment in that last game. But I think if you have that winning record and you can afford to sit him maybe a week, buy Devontae Smith. Who are you buying?
My buy low has got to be DJ Moore. I mean, 2 weeks ago, pops off 60 points, and so you would think that he is high right now, but last week he goes out there and only puts up 10 points. So 10 points, DJ Moore, I mean, honestly, the running backs are all over the place. So they don't really have any clear-cut running back 1 on that team. The second receiver, I don't know, Equanimous St. Brown maybe? I mean, nobody can even name. I mean, it's probably Mooney, but honestly, they're all pretty even after DJ Moore. So he's my clear guy. He's the entire offense. DJ Moore, buy low.
I agree with that. Now it's time for players that we're going to sell, and I am selling Adam Thielen at his absolute ceiling. He's the wide receiver 3 right now. He is never going to see more value than he is right now. He just had some of the most desirable matchups out of all receivers in the NFL. He's obviously the clear-cut wide receiver in Carolina, but I think that you can get a lot out of him. He's going to be consistent. People are going to want him, but you could maybe sneak in a guy like Devontae Adams. You can maybe package a deal with Pacheco and another. You can maybe trade him for a guy like Kyron Williams. I say do it. I say sell Adam Thielen. If you need a running back, go get a guy like Kyron Williams, a top-tier running back, even a guy like Tony Pollard. Sell Adam Thielen. He's at his ceiling right now.
Yeah, absolutely. My sell high has got to be Ramondre Stevenson. I don't want any part of that Patriots offense. I think that, Kendrick Bourne has been their best receiver, and he's been looking good, but you start him on week, and he's going to score you 4 points. So none of them are reliable. Ramondre Stevenson just put up 18, so it's respectable. People still have him decently high for, I don't even know why. And not only that, he is now injured with an ankle injury. So it's just not looking good for him.
Yeah, I've been off the Stevenson train since episode 1. I hit that panic button, so I'm right with you there. Now that you know who to buy high and sell low, it's time to go for a break. Coming up after the break, one of us will be punished for last episode's head-to-head matchup. You will not want to miss it. Coming up right back here real soon.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill
Should we
told me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Now it is time for someone to get punished. Before we show the final scoreboard, I would like to give Ryan a chance here to choose his own destiny since he was not here last show. Kind of a deal or no deal type of thing here. Jaden and I both picked some solid teams last show without seeing the lineup. Are you going to trust the team Jaden picked, or would you like to make the swap to take my team?
You're my main guy. I gotta take your team. I'm sorry, but I'm taking your team.
Are you sure you want to take my team?
I am positive.
All right. Now that that's settled, let's see the final scoreboard from weeks 5 and 6. All right.
Called it.
Well, I made the promise that my team was going to dog out, and what they did. I also said that I was going to be barking this week, so Jaden, this is for you.
Unfortunately for you, though, Matt, we're going to have to send you to the dog pound since your team is now mine. Let's see your punishment.
Oh boy, let's see what it is.
And it looks like you'll be sumo wrestling Kenny Gerard.
Sumo wrestle
Kenny
Gerard.
Come on down.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh. Welcome.
Kenny,
Thank you.
You ready to get this thing
I thought
started?
we were going to be right out
Wanna
here.
be right here?
Kenny,
Yeah,
we
let's
can
do it.
shake hands. We can make this real formal.
You gentlemen.
Yeah, I guess let's sumo wrestle. I don't know if you can see Kenny in size comparison to me, but this is not a fair matchup.
I think it's absolutely fair. I think this is a perfect matchup.
If you say so. Let's go, let's hop in the middle here. I have no idea how to sumo wrestle.
Neither do I.
We're kind of going to make the rules up as we go. I think we're going to do 3 rounds, 1 minute per round, give or take.
Yeah.
No punching, biting, or kicking. Cool?
Cool.
You lost me in the biting, but I'll handle it. Let's do it.
I think we have to do something like this.
Yeah, you gotta go. Right. Look.
Oh, smack.
Drop. Okay. Smack. Drop. Eye level.
Count us down, Ryan.
And 3, 2, 1, go. You're slipping. You're slipping. And oh, he just spun him around. Oh, he's getting moved around.
I gotta back up a little bit.
All right.
Sneak attack.
Oh, sneak attack.
Got behind him.
Oh, now what are you gonna do?
Go this way.
And
Ready?
and
Tango.
10 seconds.
We're going this way. We're going
You
this
got
way.
10 seconds here. Come on, make your last push. And yeah, you just got swept. I don't know. Yeah, 2 more rounds.
How do you wrestle, man?
You better take the next 2. All right, let's get started and go. Whoa, did you just run away? That's not sumo wrestling.
We're gonna walk right over here.
Just pop him over there. Just be careful.
Hey, we're gonna spin him around.
My shoe fell.
We're gonna take him over this way. You lost a shoe? Here, I'll make it even. There, now I got no shoe either.
All right. That is round 2. I gotta give that one to Kenny again. You just fell. Like I do not know what else to say.
I didn't have a shoe.
So, what?
Neither did I. I took mine off.
Neither did Kenny. What's your point? All right, and get ready. You guys ready? Do your thing.
Ready? Here we go again.
3, 2, 1, go. Come on, move him. Do something. Do something.
I'm trying.
He hasn't moved.
Okay, I'll cross my mic. Let's do it, ready?
You finally did something. You're not gonna. Oh, it's a sneak attack. That's crazy.
Let me just fix my mic real quick while I do this.
You're not even doing enough to be able to like stress him out. Come on, you got 15 more seconds. Push him. Move him. There you go. You moved him a step, and that's got to be it. Yeah, Kenny obviously wins 3 for 3. Good job, Kenny. Good effort, Matt. Yeah, there you go. Don't worry, Matt. You can take a breather. Coming up after the break, Kenny will be joining us behind the desk to talk about our favorite players from last week. Don't go anywhere. Fantasyland will be right back.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
And welcome, Kenny. It is time to talk about our players of the week.
Before we do that, we might as well get the audience familiar with Mr. Kenny Gerard. Mind you, he did just sit here and humiliate me on live television. I'm still out of breath from it.
I'm still sweating.
He's dripping sweat. I got hair falling out. So let's formally get to know Kenny Gerard here for a minute. Kenny, it's my understanding that you are the head coach of the club flag football team. Talk me through how you got into that role.
Well, technically, I'm the assistant coach. I don't want to give myself too, let's be real. I'm the vice president of the football team. Me and my friend Dylan Zielinski, a member of the TOP community, we decided we wanted some football on campus last year, so we said let's make it happen.
Awesome.
It seems like tradition at this point to ask, what makes you qualified to talk about fantasy football?
Well, I mean, I've been playing football my whole life. I played all the way through high school at our alma mater. I was a center and a D tackle.
Can't you tell?
So was I.
Can't you tell?
Nice.
Might be a little obvious, but yeah, it was. I've been playing for a long time. I was captain my junior year, so I played a lot of football, and I think the Giants tie gives away what my favorite team is, and I watched a lot of football.
Yeah, and I spent some years over at the Mahonison High School on the turf playing with Kenny Gerard. I quit after about modified year. I wasn't really, playing football wasn't really my thing. Obviously, it was his thing. He had plenty of offers. Ended up in the sunny town of Oswego to do broadcasting. I think you ended up in the right place. Talk me how you got to be a broadcaster, because I was there to kind of watch it, and it's really an interesting story how you got here.
Yeah, so I never even really considered doing broadcasting for the longest time, and I wanted to do like engineering or something. I didn't really figure it out until January, my senior year, when one of our old teachers, Mr. Veter, shout out if you're still watching, he came up to me, he's like, hey, do you want to broadcast this basketball game? And I was like, sure, why not? So I gave it a shot, and I guess it went kind of well.
Yeah, no, I mean, I watched you back in the day calling some wrestling, some basketball. I'm laughing because I see sweat dripping off your my headpiece is falling out because my ears all sweaty. So we might as well just get into our final segment of the night, and that's going to be our players of the week. Some of the guys that we were watching this past week who we're most excited about. I'm going to kick things off, and I'm going to go with my wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown. You shouted out his brother earlier. Great segue. Thanks for that. Good, nice little layup for me.
I got you.
Yeah, it's the wide receiver one. They just played Tampa. 15 targets, 12 receptions, 124 yards, and a touchdown. Just magical what he can do over there in Detroit. I mean, some huge plays from Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's just been exciting to watch all year. We've been kind of expecting this caliber of play from Amon-Ra since he entered the league. Ryan, who do you have as your player to watch, your wide receiver?
My wide receiver has got to be Brandon Ayuk. He has been wide receiver 18 with missing a game and a half due to injury. And now CMC is hurt, and he's back fully healthy. Minnesota is the 32nd ranked defense against receivers. Ayuk should have a field day and just absolutely rake in some points. I think that he is going to be at least a top 5, if not top 3, maybe top 1 receiver this week.
All right, Kenny, who was your wide receiver to watch?
Well, I kind of went with the obvious choice. I took the one and only Tyreek Hill, the cheetah from the Miami Dolphins. He's averaging 26.8 points and is currently the wide receiver 1 in the league right now. He's boomed 4 out of his 6 games, going over his average. In the last week, he got 28.3 points, 6 receptions, 163 yards, and he got a touchdown, which is, always good to score some points for your receiver.
Yeah, I mean, Tyreek Hill was great. We're going to shift over to the running back room now. I know you got someone else over from Miami. Who's your running back?
I do, and he's also on my personal fantasy team, Raheem Mostert from Miami as well. He's currently the running back 2. Pretty good for Miami to have the wide receiver 1 and running back 2. Averaging 23.2 points and has boomed 3 of his 6 games this year. He had 34.2 points this past weekend against Carolina. He was the top scorer of Week 6 over all players, scoring 2 touchdowns and 115 yards and averaging 6.8 yards every time he touched the ball this weekend.
Yeah, Raheem Mostert was phenomenal, and he's been great all year. Ryan, what about you for running backs?
Yeah, I've got Kenneth Walker, who is he's a top running back. Even with a bye, I think he's top 10. He's been absolutely balling this year. He is a touchdown thief, it feels like. I mean, as somebody who has Geno and DK Metcalf, and my best friend has Geno Smith in my other fantasy league, he complains about Kenneth Walker more than anybody else because he always gets the touchdowns. So Kenneth Walker is my running back, especially against that Cardinals defense in that hopefully high-scoring affair. Who do you got?
I got Breece Hall. He's finally back. They have unleashed the beast that is Breece. He was the RB3 and the RB4 in the last 2 weeks. The RB4 came against Philly. Not great work on the ground, but he still had 5 receptions for 54 yards. He ripped Denver apart in week 4. Breece Hall has been my player to watch. And then we're going to go with quarterbacks here. It's got to be Tua. It's got to be Tua Tagovailoa. He just finished as the QB3. He's the QB3 in fantasy on the year. He threw for 3 touchdowns, 262 yards, no interceptions against Carolina. He sees Philadelphia this week. Should be a shootout. And I'm really excited to see how Tua does. Who do you got?
Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I'm going to take Josh Allen. On the Bills, he's been absolutely balling. He's quarterback 1 this year. Has been looking absolutely amazing. Throwing to Stephon Diggs, who puts up, 20 fantasy points per game. So who do you got, Kenny?
Well, I'm going to go a little different. I'm got the guy who's 1 position behind your man, Tua. I got Jared Goff from the Lions, who's been balling this year. The QB number 4, 19.4 points per game, has boomed 4 of his 6 games. 22.4 points this past weekend, 353 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and a 107.5 passer rating. Yeah. He's been great this year.
Absolutely balling. Have a good night, everyone.
Hello, and welcome back to the interview show. Wake up.